Rage Whale. Making waves over movies.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Rage Whale, episode 23. Kev, James, and Drew.
Jordan,
Hi,
23.
Drew. James is still on his basketball kicks.
Yeah, we're 2-0 down in the playoffs. We're still in. So this might be the last time you see one of these shirts.
Lakers.
Yeah,
Who are
we're
you
2-0
playing?
down. Brilliant.
Who are you playing?
The Denver Nuggets. To be fair, they're one of the top 3 teams in the NBA. So yeah, because we qualified
Nuggets.
bottom of the playoffs, they basically pretty much won the league. So the bottom have to play like the top, that sort of thing.
And then afterwards,
so yeah, they're a tough team. They beat us by
chicken nuggets.
They scored the winning point with the buzzer going off last night. Actually, it was a buzzer beater. It was 99-0 and they scored with 0.3 of a second left.
Mofos.
Basketball was exciting and fun, but it is a bit like extreme tennis.
It was
like,
quite funny because Anthony Davis was doing the press conference afterwards. They will do a press conference, and they were like, "What happened in the final play?" And I can't remember the guy's name now. And he went, "Oh, so and so scored." Put the mic down, just stood up and walked off. He was
correct
fuming.
answer.
He's like, "Yeah, he scored. See you later." Just walked off.
I feel like
what you guys drinking this evening? Anything?
Yeah, actually.
Doom Bar. Drew's got to do Amber Ale. That's nice. That's Cornwall, right? Or Devon?
it's Cornwall, mate.
Cornwall.
Gone with the classic.
I tried.
Is that your main drink, James? You do love what's it called again? Westerns.
Henry Weston's.
Is that the cider?
Still looking for that sponsor.
That's the cider, yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy listening to this back so much. I want to do it all the time. Oh, I just got drink all over my MacBook.
Well, I hope it was worth it.
Shameless plug.
Didn't even make a good one. No, this is not. This is a different one. I looked after Ryan's cat at the weekend, and he left me one of these.
Juicy Faucet.
James would love that name.
Oh yeah, Brucey.
Rather than a Brucey Forsyth, it's a Juicy Forsyth.
Hey.
From Brew York. Pineapple, mango, and passion fruit tropical explosion.
Good game, good game.
5% beer. Oh, fuck, I've poured it all over my fucking phone now. Look.
Oh my god.
I'm not joking.
Oh,
Did you
dude.
turn this into an Apple advert? Apple phones, they can withstand water up to... How much did you put on there?
That was quite a lot.
Well, that was hazy
Because
beer,
the
though,
case filled up half of the screen.
Kev's got a new drinking case that you can fill up.
So I don't want to sound pretentious
I mean,
or
just drink it later.
You might
I
want
don't
to
want to
rinse
sound
that.
pretentious, but I just sprayed mango beer all over my MacBook Pro and then dripped it on my
You might
iPhone
want to rinse that
15.
because if it gets all sticky, it might mess up your phone. Not just dry it. I mean, rinse it. Go and whip it under a tap or something.
No, it's looking all right.
They are waterproof, but they're not sticky proof.
Going in the speaker holes.
So yeah, that's probably like a tropical haze, I imagine.
Yeah, you definitely don't want sticky holes.
Oh God, where's the thing? I'm trying to find the thing to wipe. Talk between yourselves. I've got to wipe down my fucking thing now.
It's difficult to watch.
Oh, it's all over my...
2 minutes in, just the sound bites from what Kev's saying.
the
It's all
sound bites
over. I need to find a thing to wipe it.
Oh no, he's got his book wet as well.
How is my paper is dripping?
By the way, people have just turned on and they're just hearing this. Kev hasn't just,
That sounded awful though.
himself.
You said people are getting turned on, and there's him with a wet book, a dripping, soaking phone.
Yeah, everything's saturated at Castle Kev.
Even when I poured it into this glass,
Sounds worse.
it still dripped on the phone down the side of the
Again,
can.
this sounds so bad if someone didn't catch the first 20
feel like
seconds of this.
you've forgotten the
But what
ability
was
to
dripping
pour.
down my can?
Your
You
can
forgot
should be a
the ability.
euphemism. You need to be more specific.
It should just flow. My Bruce Forsyth can.
You just forgot to come at Bruce Forsyth and dripping everywhere and just liquid and
Literally.
stickiness.
Everything in my office is sticky right now.
Can I say this is the longest beer advert ever?
It's going everywhere.
Kev, it sounds like a really bad porn film.
It's a bad day to wear shorts. I've got hairy, sticky legs now.
Oh,
That's the
gets
name of it.
worse.
Bad day to wear shorts.
Oh, not kidding. It's just tacky. It's like my hands are
trying to
stuck.
clap. Yeah. Good
Oh, look
boy.
a bit special.
Well done, Kev. Well done, Kev. Hey,
Anyway, I don't know what's going on. What we're doing? Podcast, apparently.
Sticky Town.
Oh, my book's turning yellow.
Oh, this sounds even worse for you.
The corners are going yellow. Right, okay. What do you want to talk about first then, guys?
So is that
Apple
hazy
Care and
beer
how you're
like
going to get a new phone.
a new varnish?
Can't afford Apple Care. I've got Apple products.
By the way,
Can't
if
afford
you can hear my
Care.
fan going, just tell me to turn it down. It's just really hot in here with all these lights.
Oh, I tell you what, this
We've
this
got
beer is
shorts
nice.
on again.
That's nice. So yeah, I messaged to James and Drew. Don't know why I'm saying that to you. Telling the
We're
people,
here.
I guess. I don't know. Hi guys.
Well, I didn't read it, so you probably should tell me what you said.
Well, no, you did read it because you responded.
Which one?
Messaged you a picture of someone, not someone I know, but a page I follow that got to see a Gladiator 2
Oh, yeah, that one.
5-minute preview, and the literal words says, who's it? Oh, I didn't copy who it's from. Oh, Fandango. That's just the page.
Oh yeah, movie.
And they've said, I've just watched a 5-minute preview of Gladiator 2, which features Colosseum battles. That's what we expect.
Bit like Godzilla Con.
Yeah, that sounds like a Gladiator film. Next thing they witnessed is sharks. Pretty sure
47
riding
meters down.
quite far from the sea.
What else? Mega Octopus?
Oh, no, a guy riding a rhino.
Ace Ventura.
Did they use a bit of artistic license on this film?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure rhinos aren't indigenous to Italy.
Yeah, they're pretty African, those things, famously so. And so much more. Performances by Pascal and Mescal.
You forgot to mention the shark.
Thunderous. I said shark.
Did you?
Said it's nowhere near the sea. But I like the fact that it's Pedro Pascal and Paul Mescal, and Pascal and Mescal sounds quite cool when you say it together.
It's a nice rhyming couplet.
Sharks and rhinos and that, it's like, they just got to leave some films alone, haven't they? Make up a new film.
I don't know, I'm kind of excited for this one, though, because it's the same people kind of making it.
Sounds a lot like Jumanji.
Yeah. Jumanji in Rome.
Yeah.
1600.
So you got lions and tigers and bears, but in that case it's sharks, rhinos,
and Ace Ventura.
And Ace Ventura, yeah.
He's just delivering a parcel at the beginning of the film.
Yeah, whenever I hear rhino, that's all I can think of. Kind of hug these rhinos.
Or Jumanji with the really fat one that's always at the back of all the herd.
Oh yeah, just
like
trailing
the whole herd
along.
goes through and like seconds later, little fat one stumbling along.
Right, so shall I see what trailers you've managed to watch or see?
Yeah.
There's a new trailer out yesterday, I think it was, and I've decided not to watch it. I watched about 15 seconds and I stopped it because I've already seen the first trailer and I don't want to. I'm in. Exactly, Drew. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
The trailers at the moment there's been, we always say it, but it's been said on, I don't know if it's social media or actual media. It's been said in the last few days that people are giving too much away again, and they've ruined films that people haven't even seen yet. Not coming out for months, and people don't want to see it anymore.
I will say, traditionally, Marvel are quite good at not doing that.
But they've just released another teaser for Deadpool. That one was good.
Yeah, but it's a teaser, and it's like it's
really good.
Doesn't really give anything away.
If I'm honest, have you seen it, James?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more. It's the relationship. Yeah, it's more to do with showing a little bit more Wolverine, if I'm honest, because he didn't feature really. He was a shadow.
He was a shadow in the first one, wasn't he?
Yeah, until he just stuck his thingy up Deadpool.
I saw a picture of him sticking his three spikes in Deadpool's groin.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Did you see the Easter eggs that came out?
You almost went pornographic there, James.
Yeah.
You just leant back and it didn't look like you were wearing anything.
I'm wearing my money shorts. Did you see the Easter eggs in the trailers, though?
Sorry to interrupt the show. Just a little reminder to say, check out our social media handles and follow us on Instagram and TikTok if you're not already. If you enjoy this podcast, why not share it with friends? And better yet, rate the show. Thanks for your time. Now, let's get back to the mayhem.
I didn't watch it.
That gave away maybe a few people that might be in it.
Ooh.
So when they zoomed in, there was a scene in one of the trailers where it appears that Ant-Man is dead.
I've seen
because
that.
there's a giant Ant-Man helmet, and it opens up, and there's a
Oh,
giant skull
yeah.
underneath it,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
next
yeah.
to them is Azazel. Did you watch the X-Men First Class when they were young? And there was that devil-looking guy that could like warp to different places and basically messed everyone up.
Yeah,
He's in
Yeah, I
that
remember that.
picture. Some red guy with a tail.
yeah.
It's got what looks like Red Skull's car from Captain America. And there was a couple
Oh,
of other
yeah.
characters
Oh,
in
is
there
that
as
the guy
well.
that's missing a
Isn't
bit
he
of
a
nose?
Nazi? Red Skull's a Nazi, isn't he? The
Yeah, he
German.
looks like the
Yes,
guy
he is,
from
yeah.
Fallout. He looks like the guy from Fallout.
Yeah, there's another couple of characters in there as well. I can't. Inferno, maybe. He was the guy that could do the fire. He was like in the young X-Men, you had the ice guy, and you
Yeah.
had his mate that could do the fire and stuff. And he kind of went to the bad side. He went to go. So him as an adult now, he looks like he's in it.
It's like Sub-Zero and Scorpion in a way.
They've hinted
Yeah.
that Taylor Swift's going to be in the new film.
Well, why is she in it?
Singing?
Well, she's been in a few films. She was in that Amsterdam with Thingy Bob.
Yeah, but people just
Yeah,
like to
she's
hate
quite
on
good
her, I
in
think,
that.
don't they? I think
She
she's a
was
good
actually really
singer and
good
a
in
good
Amsterdam,
entertainer.
to be fair.
Yeah, but they're bringing famous people. Like, what was his name? Oh, the other guy that was in Taylor Swift's song recently. Tattooed guy, Post Malone.
Post Malone, yeah.
Oh yeah,
He
he
was
was
in
in. But they're
Roadhouse.
bit parts that don't really change anything about the film. Like, remember when they
Yeah,
put Ed Sheeran in Game of Thrones?
yeah, but also, but that's what I mean. Taylor Swift was in Amsterdam, but she was only in it for like 5
It's
minutes.
just a
She
bit
just
of shameless
appeared,
publicity in it.
basically.
But it kills the world, though. It does. It unfortunately kills the world of
What
Game of
kills the
Thrones.
world is when they let people like Lady Gaga actually have leading roles because she can't act.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
This is a continuing theme.
But if they put her in for a bit role just to sell a few more albums and she can now show she's an actress, whatever. As long as you like forget about it. Like when you think of Game of Thrones, you don't think Ed Sheeran. And when you think of Roadhouse, you don't really think of
Conor
Post
McGregor.
Malone. He was like 3 minutes at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, and I mean, he was good at what he did, but he wasn't believable as a tough guy.
No.
Like Post Malone's, like, there's no way he's beating up anyone.
I don't know.
No, just because he's got a tattoo
though.
doesn't mean he's hard.
He looks
He's like,
intimidating.
he's very like, he's not built to fight.
But either way, if they're going to start doing that, which they are because it's Disney, so
I think it's going to be good.
whatever.
I think I'm excited for it, so
I
I
don't
don't
think
want
it's
to
going
watch
to take anything
more.
away from the film.
But that,
Anything
that,
with Ryan Reynolds as the main role, no one can take anything away from him.
Well,
I think this could be the best MCU film, Marvel film.
Nah, it won't be. It won't be the best Marvel film. No way. There's too much to beat.
Well, like
But
Endgame.
It will be up there, but it won't be the
it'll be up
best.
there. It'll be up
but
there.
coming off that,
Might be the
otherwise
funniest.
too long there. Yeah, it'll be fun. One of the funniest, definitely, and without it detracting from the storyline and being too silly. Because Thor went too silly, but
Yeah.
this is meant to be silly. So too silly is good.
Yeah.
So it's got carte blanche to do it at once, basically.
Like the
Silly
last
will
Deadpool
work.
film was so good.
Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the little nuances where like he went to was it number 1 or number 2? I think it was number 2 where he goes to the X-Men house and they all shut the door. Like they all stood behind him and he's like, "Why is it always only you two here?" And it's what's he called? The big guy?
Beast.
The big blue guy.
Beast.
No, not Beast. The guy that's in the film with him, the Russian guy, the big metal guy, Colossus. Whenever he goes to that big house, he's like, "Oh, it's only ever you and like the big guy here," to that little girl. And then they turn around, and then the rest of the X-Men are in the bedroom, and they like shut the door, like the whole other cast. Do you not remember that bit?
I need to watch them again.
Honestly, they got Beast, they got everyone that else is in the movie, and then
But no one
Thor
likes
get behind
Deadpool,
him, and you just see him like close the door up with the whole
That's
cast
the
there.
point, isn't it? Everyone hates Deadpool because he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, and he's always like, "Why is it only you two in this big house?"
Brilliant.
Well, going to like the conversation we're having about people not liking the trailers at the moment, the big one, I mean, it sounds silly because it's a remake, so people kind of should know the premise. Have you seen the trailer for Speak No Evil with our mate James McAvoy?
I loved it, man.
No, I haven't seen that. I saw it advertised though, but
holy shit, it looks incredible. I heard about this a couple of years ago. I thought it was someone that they were going to make it, but I found out that it's now a remake from like I don't know how old, but an old film, and I think it's a foreign film, like a French film or something. And it's James McAvoy. It's a couple. meets another couple on a holiday, and they've got 2 little children, and the kids from each family play with each other. So the parents are kind of like, "Oh,
Oh,
I'm gonna grab dinner,"
I
so the
have
kids
seen
can
this. They're in
play.
like a cabin, or like a big house, and they stay
No,
together, and they end
don't
up
say
that like
cabin 'cause it sounds like a horror film.
the
It's
kid
like,
doesn't talk, and the parents are a
yeah,
bit weird, aren't they? I have seen that trailer.
yeah,
Yeah.
because he's like a doctor, and then when something happens when they need a doctor, James
No, I'm
McAvoy
not a
goes,
doctor.
"I'm not a doctor."
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, "That's not funny because someone needs medical attention right
Yeah,
now."
that's
Yeah.
a good
Oh,
example of a trailer that doesn't give too much away.
No, it does. That's the point. You didn't watch it to the end then, because right at the end, the little kid that doesn't speak, he's under the floorboards with the girl,
Oh, I didn't watch
and
it that far.
and he's going, points at his mouth and does, this, because it's a podcast, Drew, I'm gonna have to say it.
oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Your actions are perfect, but he has to do scissor actions to his mouth to say that my parents cut my tongue out,
Because it wouldn't work with
basically.
rock or
And then
paper.
it turns, and then you see James McAvoy going psychopathic and angry, and you're like, well, I know it's happening now. They could have
Problem is,
just
it's one of
ended
them
it.
trailers that's on forever, so I get bored halfway through.
Well, I can't believe
Yeah.
trailers are 3 minutes now. They used to be like 1 minute and 30 seconds.
But talk about one of the films I was going to mention today is that I saw Abigail a couple of days ago, and I thought it was ruined by the trailer. I still wanted to see it because I took it for not a serious film. It's going to be violent, aggressive, bloody, gory, but I'm not going to take it seriously. It's a bad person. It's going to get killed at the end. It's going to be standard. So I don't think they could ruin it with the trailer too much, because the point is, it's bad guys kidnap a little girl, and they hold her for ransom to get £50 million from this bad guy, and then they go into the room and realize the little girl who loves doing ballerina stuff, like all that. What's it called? Just called
Ballet.
ballet. Obviously, that's the one. She loves that stuff, and she's still dressed in her outfit 'cause she just finished her practice. And then all of a sudden, she turns into a vampire and starts ripping them apart. And you think that's the twist, and you go, "Well, you've ruined it." Like when you watch, remember back in the day when From Dusk Till Dawn came out,
Yep.
when
Yeah.
trailers existed, it was just a road movie of like 2 people escaping the law, and that was it. And they end up at a roadhouse, and that's the end of the trailer. Then you watch it, and then 50 minutes in, it becomes a vampire film, and you're like, "What the
Amazing.
fuck?
Yeah.
That is a twist. That's amazing." That's what Abigail should have been done. It should have just been a kidnap story, and things change, and you could have seen a couple of the bad guys that kidnapped her get taken out without seeing her taking them out, and then going, "Oh, what's happening here?" End. I'd be
That's
in.
why. That's why I thought it was similar to the plot from one of the Black Mirror episodes.
What
Do
do
you
you
know the
mean?
one? Just a
You need to.
tumbleweed that goes by. I can't remember
I
the
don't know
name
what.
of it. I can't
There's
remember
so
the name
many.
of it. And I don't want to spoil the episode, but it's basically there's loads of journalists and paparazzi, and there's like a famous woman, and
You know
they
about the
try
Miley
to take.
Cyrus one,
Oh,
where
I
there's a
don't know.
little robot?
No,
He's like
she's
White
tied.
Bear.
She's tied to a bed.
Oh,
So the paparazzi come to the window and they're taking pictures. And one of the paparazzi manages to get into the house, and they're like, this poor like celebrity has been tied down to the bed and they're being abused and blah blah blah.
Crocodile, it's called.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to go. I mean, I'm
I
going into
can't
spoiler
remember.
territory in case, but
But
shall I continue?
yeah, well, we don't want to go down the Black Mirror hole, do we?
I got a
Hey.
trailer.
Well, one second. The Abigail one, just so you know, just so everyone knows, I'm not spoiling anything, and you think a lot's given away in the trailer that she's a vampire, but there are more twists to come.
Is she like Blade? So she's half a vampire, half a badass.
No. It's still. I mean, the point of it is it's gory. I listened to a interview with the guy who directed it, and he said, "Where was it filmed? Fuck, I was going to say Ireland there, but it wasn't. Was it Ireland? I don't know.
Scotland.
Wherever they filmed it, they ran out of blood. They had to get blood shipped in from another country because they expended all the blood, and the blood is obscene. There's lots of blood. Like when someone blows up, when you put a spike through them, they don't go, 'Oh, I'm dying.' It's the whole room gets painted red. It's obscene. but
Like a balloon
it's
filled
still
with
good.
corn syrup.
Yeah, I mean, nothing shocking in the film. It's just a good, fun, gory mess of a film. But there are some twists, and without spoiling it, it does set up something. Can you remember when Tom Cruise did The Mummy, redid The Mummy?
Mm,
Yeah, it was
No, not
bad,
really.
wasn't it?
I didn't watch it.
It
that
was
was
bad. But the premise was it was going to set up a monster universe because it was going to have a Frankenstein and
Oh, I
something
remember that.
into it, and it never happened. It was such a shit film that it ruined it and nothing happened. This is based on Dracula's daughter from, I think, the 70s, and the ending won't spoil anything, but the ending does lead to a potential of, oh, someone else is here, something else has happened. That means something else could be here, which means that there could be another film about someone else in the film, or a different film that connects two of them, and it could. I'd love that
so.
because
So the next film could be called Darren.
Darren, Darren the Frankenstein's monster, Darren. Why the fuck not?
Why not?
Sorry, James, you've got another trailer. Which one have you seen?
It's one by one of Drew's favourites, J.J. Shyamalan.
You're gonna say
And that doesn't give him much away because I stopped it before it did
Tra-
because I saw him in the theatre. I saw him escorting people out on that, and it was our boy Josh Hartnett, who we keep bigging up, and he's actually back in the film after that.
yes?
And I was like, I'm not going to watch the end of this because I am intrigued.
Good. I won't spoil it for you, but I'll
I
tell you
couldn't
there
believe
is a
they
spoiler.
spoiled it. Though.
Do
I
not
thought
watch.
there was more to it.
No, yeah, no, but that's the point. Obviously, that's the point. M. Night Shyamalan goes, "Here's a premise, and I'll twist it."
Yeah, and then it's a
But,
load of people dressed up at the end. Ooh.
but what he does is he
It's the villain.
does. Here's a twist. I'm going to show you the twist, and then that's the bad bit, and then it will fucking twist back again, obviously. But so like the bad guy may not be a bad guy. He may be forced to be a bad guy because something else to protect. There could be
Okay.
all sorts
True.
of other twists.
I've just stopped watching trailers to films I'm interested in. I watch the trailers of Bad Boys because I know it's going to be shooty, shooty, bang, bang. One will think
Yeah,
they're
that's
dead, then they're
fine.
not dead. It's like I know that and there'll be Michael Bay explosions everywhere. Great, and they'll all live, be happy ever after, and there'll be a fight, and Will Smith will run with his shirt off.
Love it.
Yes, but that's what you want, and that's cool.
Yeah,
But yeah,
so I don't mind getting spoilers, but I don't want to watch a film
any thriller
like
or horror.
Get
No.
Out, where I've seen the entire film on a trailer, and I watch
Well,
the film and go, brilliant. I know what everything's happened.
hopefully we're proved wrong. But Trap, I'm glad you didn't watch all the way to the end. But I'll say the premise that everyone knows, but I won't say the twist. But yeah, it's a dad. What's his name again?
Josh Hartnett.
Josh
Josh
Hartnett.
Hartnett. Taking his daughter to see a concert of her favorite pop star, and he's like joking around. You can tell he's like a fun dad because he's teasing her and being silly. And he pops off to go to the toilet. And when he pops off to go to the toilet, he sees an extraordinary amount of police officers that are
Police
armed
presence.
on all the exits. And he asks a guy who either knows or he had a connection with earlier on. He goes, "What's going on?" He goes, "Oh, I can't say." Actually, he sod it. They're trying to find the insert famous serial killer name. It's like he's got a serial killer name,
The
hasn't he?
Butcher.
The Butcher. Is it? Have you
Yeah.
just made that up, or is that it?
Oh, it is The Butcher, yeah.
Oh, is that they're trying to
Original.
track the Butcher, the serial killer, and they've lured him here. So he's in the building, they think, and they're going to trap him and find him. And that's the premise. That's all everyone needs to know. If you watch past that, you ruin it. So when you watch the trailer, watch a minute at that conversation, stop watching.
Stop, yeah.
It pisses you off. That's the big. I've said hoopla before, and that's a silly, weird name. I can't think of another word that says hoopla.
What does
Give me
hoopla
another
mean?
word. Huh?
What does hoopla mean again?
A hoopla, like everyone kicks off.
Hey!
No, not a hey. It's like a whoa, what? That type of a hoopla is like an angry mob,
Kicking off. Chaos.
something like that. And because James mentioned that film, The Trap, M. Night Shyamalan's got 2 films coming out, not just one.
Ah, yes.
But he's a producer, not a director.
What's the other?
Keep your eyes closed. Blink twice.
It's called The Watcher.
Another
it's got-
original name.
It's
Isn't
got
that a remake?
Dakota.
Because they had the one.
The Watcher? No, not The Strangers. The Strangers is coming out. That looks crap. which is annoying because the original Strangers was terrifying.
No, they had. I swear they had the Watcher, and it's like a black shadow of a guy pulling. Hang on, you keep doing.
You're
your thing.
about the Naomi Watts one,
Maybe.
which was a
There's
TV
definitely another
series.
film called The Watcher.
Yeah, there's definitely.
The Watch. I've just typed in The Watcher. There's like 20 films called The Watcher.
Brilliant.
Is it The Watcher or The Watchers with an S? That's the difference. Oh, The Watched with a D.
No, there's that
Sorry.
one.
So yeah, the new
Yes, my
one
camera's
The
working.
Watchman's the best.
is Dakota Fanning,
Great.
who's really good, and yeah, that's a good series. Drew, The Watcher, that's a good one. But this
Isn't
film,
The Watcher the British one?
no, it's American.
This is what I'm thinking of, guys, with the shadow of the guy.
Show the picture, Drew.
No, this one, dude.
What the fuck is that?
It's a guy
Oh,
with.
that
like,
is old. That's
yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying.
90s
He's
or
going
early
around with
2000s.
like a cheese string, not like a cheese string,
Yeah,
but
I
like the
don't
kind
know
of
that
string
one.
you'd use to chop cheese.
You're frozen, holding it close to the camera. Anyway,
Like a piano wire.
the
Or
new
the helicopter
film,
going past?
Helicopter on our end. Just in case someone's listening to it in the car and think they're being chased.
Dude,
right,
that
they didn't find
helicopter
me.
can follow me all day. You know, from Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I know what you mean. So this is the new one, The Watchers,
Oh yeah, I've seen. Yeah.
and it doesn't make any sense. The trailer looked a bit crap, and then it twisted and it looked quite good. Like she doesn't feel right, and she loses her car in the woods, and she turns around and there's like a building in the middle of the woods. There's a woman standing at the door going, "You've got 5 seconds till this door locks," and she's like, "Well, I'm in the woods lost. I'll just run
Sounds
in."
like the Crystal Maze.
And yeah, basically. But she's got to get in, and the woman locks her in, and they're in this concrete room with a big window, and as soon as she goes in, they go, "Oh, they're going to like you. They like new people," and they're like, "What do you mean?" And in the woods, basically, there's clearly creatures or something or whatever that come to the woods and watch into that room to watch the people
That's
interact.
definitely M. Night Shyamalan. They're definitely all dressed up as things, aren't they?
So
The
I
Village
don't
all
know
over
what's going
again.
on.
You just reminded me of a film, actually. Have you seen
gonna be annoying.
Barbarian?
Yeah, Barbarian's great.
Uh,
Do you hate it?
Dumbest film ever. Right, it had
Oh,
the
no,
best
come
trailer.
on.
Have you seen it, Drew?
Nah.
Basically, this woman pulls
True.
up to her Airbnb, right?
Oh yeah.
Goes to put the key in or whatever, and some guy answers. Isn't it Thingy Skarsgård?
Yes,
Off
it
the
is
top of my
Bill
head.
Skarsgård.
Bill Skarsgård, yeah. Is it Bill? Yeah.
Bill.
Eric
think I might have seen
Skarsgård's the
this
older one,
actually.
isn't it?
Yeah,
And
definitely
they were
Bill.
sharing this Airbnb and some spooky stuff starts going on. And you're like, oh, maybe it's him, maybe blah, blah, blah. Turns out the whole thing is some like really old, cranky witch that's like running about the place. It's like so stupid at the end. It like has such good premise and ends up so dumb. You're
No,
like,
because it's like a proper horror. Like, it hasn't happened for a while. Where it's not massively scary or anything, but it's got some good jumps in it. It's got
guess
Justin
what
Long.
happens at the end? Guess who lives?
She does.
Oh, of course she does, yeah.
But it is cool, Drew.
It's
if
cool
you
until the witch is involved. I was like, I'm
watch
done
the
with this.
Barbarian. It's on. It's
It's
free
got
on
to be free
Disney.
somewhere. I think they'll pay you to watch it, actually.
No, mate, it's got so many good reviews.
It's on
so
Prime.
good.
I saw it last night. I was going to watch it again, but I didn't. I watched Pet instead.
I mean that Watcher I showed you with the shadow with the guy with the kind of like piano wire. That's got James Spader and Keanu Reeves in it.
Yeah, it's old, man. I think
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves is the bad guy. I think he's the bad guy in that.
Keanu Reeves is never a bad guy, ever.
No, that's the point. He's in the film because he is the bad guy. He was that bad guy in that other film where he tries to kidnap those two women and knock on his door.
What, Speed, where he kidnaps all the people on the bus, tries to kill them? Turns as a bomb.
What was it? Oh, where was it? I was at the cinema a couple of days ago and I saw the trailer for Sting, the new
it's quite scary.
arachnophobia style.
Oh, haven't seen that.
I think it looks terrible, to be honest.
Also, if
Well,
it's
it's
Sting,
the
surely
Ricky-
it's
they were
scorpions,
saying-
because spiders don't sting, they bite.
It's she collects a spider in a jar and she gives it a name. She goes, "I will
calls it
call
Sting.
you Sting," and then later it grows and you see it twisting the jar top, and then it climbs out
Oh, that'll creep some people out, though. I like that.
and it gets
I mean,
massive.
you say later it'll grow. It's more like one of those M. Shala.
JJ
What's wrong
Shyamalan.
with you?
Yeah, it's like old
Can
meets.
you say that name correctly for once?
I'd love to.
Go on.
M.
M.
Night Shyamalan.
M and night should be easy. M for
M.
mother,
Night.
night
I've got that
for
bit. M. Night
nighttime.
Shyamalan.
Shyamalan.
That said Shyamalan.
Not
That'll
Shyamalan.
do.
Much Sham. Yeah, that's good. Anyway, can we just give a
Wait, hang on,
quick
can I just
honourable
jump back
mention
on
to two other stings? One from the police, and two that great wrestler with all the face paint and that.
Oh,
Probably the best sting.
Probably.
go on, Drew. What was you going to say
No,
about?
I was just going to say
Shyamalan?
that it was like a cross between old
M Night
and,
Shyamalan.
and arachnophobia, because the fact that,
Arachnophobia and M Night Dibdab.
because it's
M
like
Night Sherbert Dip.
in like 10 minutes into the film, the spider just grows, or well, especially in the trailer, it's even quicker. But the spider grows so quickly, it's like it was on that beach in the film Old.
That was good, but the thing is with M Night Shawaddy, he just is such hit and miss, isn't he? Like the beach was brilliant. Was that not the beach? What was it called?
Old.
Old.
Old. Did you what? That was him, wasn't it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
quite like that.
Really
That was
liked
better
it.
than I thought.
But then you had the village. It was just people dressed up.
But that's what I'm talking about. Like when you said at 1 minute the kids run off and go to the cave, they come back and they're like grown people. That's the
And then
equivalent of that little spider in the jar. And then
Yeah, I
10
don't-
minutes later, it's massive.
Well, it's clearly a monster, so it's going to just grow big, isn't it? It's crawling
if
around
it's
the
M.
ceiling, but
Night-
it covers the ceiling.
Well, if
It's
you
not
think,
M. Night.
if it's an M Night Prisoner of Azkaban, it's going to be like successful regardless because people go and see his stuff. Can't say his name, but
I'm
see
going
his
to cut
stuff.
this so
M.
there's
Night
like
and the Goblet of Fire. It's not
Yeah.
that. It's
so there's no continuity of like our conversation. It's just James saying different things.
no, but I feel like actually that could be a thing though. Like that's
M Night
that was-
Shish Kebab.
M. Night.
Now we're gone into
Like
Ace Ventura territory. Chicago.
M Night Chicago.
No, yeah. What was I going to say? I forget.
M.
now.
Night. It's a
But-
secret.
The
No, sorry.
original Arachnophobia. I don't think this is a remake of Arachnophobia. I
No,
think
that was proper creepy. That
well, it's
film.
not.
There
It's
were
just
rumors.
a
That's
film.
what. That was the rumor that went. Unless
Not
they
a
were trying to
remake.
jump
There's
off.
nothing similar. Nothing
No,
similar.
hang on. I was saying unless they're trying to jump off the bandwagon, like because
No,
everyone loves
It's just a
arachnophobia. It
spider
was
film.
brilliant.
It's a spider film. It's got nothing to do with another spider film.
Have you seen the French version called Infected?
That lay
Infection.
arachnophobia.
Infectious?
I like to say that. L'arachnophobie.
Le arachnophobie.
Infectious? Embedded. Oh, what is it? You son
They're
of
like,
a-
oh no, people no, this bit here.
In-
They're like hitting it with a baguette.
Je suis Gallic.
Oh, Pierre, get him in your bed.
Oh, my
Yeah.
French friend's going to listen to this one. I think we're taking the piss out of French people. We're not. We're taking the piss out of Drew.
Thanks. Just to clarify that, in case people didn't
I'm
hear
well-
Like, oh no, Jean-Claude, get the bicycle. The spinners are coming.
the spinners.
L'Espédieur.
Spider.
But the short answer to your question is, Drew, is no. Neither of us have watched a
No
French
one's seen that film.
film. Wouldn't it be funnier the other way around, rather than people going, "Oh, l'Espédieur"? It's just people in like London running around getting chased by spiders, and little spiders going, "Ugh, get the Englishman." Just little spiders with French accents.
Or it gets to the bit they cut to Liverpool and they're like, oh, fuck off. Just smashing them like, fuck off.
Get the web out.
Here we
he's
go,
gonna
here
find
we
that
go,
film
mofos,
is going to
here
be
we
called
go.
something like Le Arachnophobique, isn't it?
It is. It's definitely.
Starring Pierre and Jean-Claude. Infested. I'm disappointed.
Oh, I definitely.
Good. I like the I like
Poster
the
sick.
cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. If it's French, then no, I don't think I've seen
Made
many
the trailer
French.
for that.
The only French films we watch on this podcast are Emmanuel in Space.
Emmanuel in space with a spider.
I've looked at that so many times now on IMDb to work out what the fuck Emmanuel in Space. What it is, that title is the title of a collection of films. So Emmanuel in Space is not a film. There's
It's a
like
TV series.
Emmanuel First Contact, Emmanuel something else. There's like 6 or 7 Emmanuel films.
Yeah, no, it's a
James
series.
Bond.
It's like Star Wars.
and they
James,
come
was
in a
that one of the
box.
first things you binged?
No. It's a bunch of films called Emmanuel something, and then there's a box set when you could buy box sets, and it's called Emmanuel in Space, and it's the 7 different films with different names. So Emmanuel
Yeah.
Space is like the collection.
It's
not
basically like the
Emmanuel.
original Lord of the Rings.
So
Yeah.
it's like a more pornographic version of Harry Potter, basically,
Yes,
in space and less wizards.
with less gay wizards.
with less wizards. Brilliant.
Okay, what's the next? Oh, right, we did a double there because we did
Emmanuel and the Goblet of Fire.
no. Because we did double M Night Shyamalan with Trap and The Watchers. Here's another double, 2 films with 2 connections. Have you seen trailer for Twisters?
Is that a sequel to Twister?
Correct.
Yes.
Has it got the original cast? I love that film. Like
No.
cow,
No,
not the cow.
unfortunately
I
not,
think it's the
because
same cow.
Do you know what it is this time? Rather than a Twister they're chasing,
Twister
it's
Ice
2
Lolly.
Twisters they're chasing.
Oh. I thought it was the ice cream man.
That's why it's called Twisters.
It's the ice cream. It's like get the
That would be a
vans.
brilliant comedy sketch.
And it's got Glenn Powell from Anyone But You / Top Gun
The
Maverick.
Hitman or whatever it's called. I want to be
Who
a
are the
hitman. I'm
two
not quite a
original
hitman.
casts? The man and the woman.
was Helen
Who were
Double.
they again?
That
Yeah,
was Helen
unfortunately, he
Double.
passed away. He passed away though, man. The guy from
Did he?
Alien,
Yeah. That was Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman. Yeah,
Bill
Trying to
Pullman's
find
still
it.
around, isn't he?
not Bill Pullman.
Paxton.
Wasn't
Sorry,
Bill
Bill
Pullman?
Paxton.
Bill Pullman
Bill
is the one
Paxton.
off that
Independence
amazing
Day.
crime documentary on Netflix I can't now think of.
So
What was it called? He was obviously the Prime Minister on Independence Day, or President, sorry, but he was in that amazing crime documentary on Netflix.
Crime documentary. You mean the TV series?
TV series, sorry. Bill Pullman.
Yeah, it's a brilliant one. I was watching it. It started off with Justin Timberlake's.
No, it started off with Jennifer Garner or whatever her name is.
No. It's Justin Timberlake's wife.
The Sinner.
Whatever she's called.
The Sinner.
Sinner. Great.
The
That
Sinner,
was
yeah. What's her
good.
name? Jessica Biel?
Jessica Biel.
Excellent.
Brilliant show, man. And it's actually one of those rare occasions where each season actually gets better.
I didn't like the second one with the bloke.
Dark.
Kind of no. The second one was the one with the hippie
No, it's the
communal
little
thing,
boy.
wasn't it? I
The
didn't like that
second
one.
one was the one with the little boy in the hotel.
Yeah,
and you
didn't
think
like
he's
that
a psycho. Yeah, the third one was amazing when they're
That
like
bloke,
on
yeah.
like a suicide pact or whatever it is, like
Very
testing
good.
the boundaries.
But yeah, Twister wasn't him, it was Bill Paxton from Aliens and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And Helen
Yeah.
Hunt.
Yeah.
And Philip Seymour Hoffman. I forgot he was in it as well.
Oh,
you know what,
that was cursed, that film, then, wasn't it?
Oh, God,
Twister.
yeah.
Who was Philip Seymour Hoffman? Well, he was the bad crew, wasn't he? Was he in the bad crew? Because wasn't the famous actor the bad guy?
Didn't Twister remind you a little bit of like Dante's Peak? I mean, obviously, I know they're completely different, like
No, that's Volcano.
genres, style. Yeah, I know one's
Yeah,
a
it was
volcano.
Volcano and Dante's Peak.
I
That
was gonna
was the
say
same
Volcano
guy
and
again.
Dante's.
And not Jack Nicholson. Who was it?
Well, you
Wait,
have
no,
Pierce
Jack
Brosnan.
Nicholson?
No, it's Pierce
Volcano.
Brosnan in Dante's Peak.
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan in Dante's Peak, and then Volcano was Rocky.
Oh no, that's Tommy Lee Jones.
It was Tommy Lee
Volcano.
Jones. Sorry, yeah, it was Tommy Lee Jones.
And
Yeah.
and Volcano was Rocky.
Rocky.
What
Why
was
is my-
called Rocky?
Sylvester Stallone.
He's not in
It's named
Volcano.
after the
Yeah,
volcano.
he is. Yes, he is.
He's not in Volcano.
No,
Yeah, he is.
no.
No,
Yep.
dude. No.
Oh, it's Tommy Lee Jones, like you said. What's
Alan Ruck was the guy I
I
was
thought
thinking
you
of from
literally
Twister.
said that they named the
Sylvester
volcano.
Stallone's in
after
one of them as
Sylvester
well.
Stallone.
No,
what one's he in? He's in a Volcano film.
no.
Who? Stallone.
Yeah.
Look,
Not
remember how
lying.
good this guy was an actor?
You think of
Alan Ruck.
Demolition Man and the Big Rock?
He's
He
still
was
in
a great
stuff.
actor.
He's
Is
still
he?
in.
I can't see. I can't
He's
see him,
in
dude.
what's that program everyone loves at the moment?
I don't know, but
What's he
going
in?
back to it, he was one of them annoying passengers in Speed. The tourist.
Oh, Daylight. He was in Daylight, Sylvester
Oh,
Stallone.
Daylight's
That's what I was thinking
Do you
brilliant.
of.
remember him in Speed? He was the tourist who on the bus that was really annoying everyone.
Yes.
Alan Ruck.
Do you remember
Alan
like
Ruck.
that was the kind of year, mate, with like Daylight, Dante's
loads of
Peak,
it.
volcanoes.
Disaster
It was
film,
like-
wasn't there? Well, so
It was all about natural
Alan Ruck,
disasters.
so people don't know who he is. If you're listening now, he's the guy who's called Connor Roy in Succession. He was in
Oh, yeah, he's
Succession,
great.
but he was famous for Speed, Ferris Bueller's Day Out,
Just
Star
throwing it
Trek.
out there. The new thing he's been in is meant to be quite good. It's called The Dropout. It's a TV
Yeah.
series with Amanda
Yeah, that's old
Seyfried.
now. That came out a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
With
but
it-
it's still relatively. It's only sort of getting pumped now. Do you know what
It's
that's
amazing.
about?
Yeah,
She
yeah,
was
yeah.
the
I've seen
world's.
4 films on it
Oh,
because
really? She was the richest woman
Yeah.
in the world, but was a con man.
yeah. Well, she
She
didn't know what
tried
she
to
was
be
doing.
like Steve Jobs and lowered her voice and everything. Have you seen the actual woman, like when she talks?
Yeah, yeah. She
So
copied
weird.
him. Elizabeth Holmes.
Yeah, and she like made her voice like low and all that stuff. It's like, yeah,
what's
very
the
strange
drug?
woman.
Oh, I don't
She
know.
made a blood testing thing that was completely fake.
That was it. Because there's been tons of films about similar things like Dope Sick as well.
What was it? Theranos? That was the name of the company.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Made a
But yeah,
fake.
she was the
Made a fake
richest
thing.
female due to being a con artist. I think she's in prison now, actually.
Probably. Anyway, we digress. I was going to, when I said the
Look,
Twister.
look, look. Here's another
Oh.
poster of Invested.
Well, Vermines.
I thought Infested. I thought
That's
James would
not
like
a
it because it's a
spider.
trainer.
That's a
It's a
spider
trainer,
trainer.
Liver me.
Okay,
It's a
so
spider with style. It's a spider that wants to get into trainers.
Is there anyone in that film? Can you look up the cast quickly and see if there's anyone called like Jean-Claude
Jean-Claude.
or Pierre?
It's by
Oof.
Sebastian Vanik.
Close enough.
Sebastian's pretty French.
Hang on, it's getting bad reviews though. Theo, Christine, Sophia,
These are all
Lessa Flore,
European.
Jerome Neal, Lisa
They're losing me.
Nyarako, Finnegan Oldfield, Maria, Philomene.
No.
That sounds like Filet Mignon. Filet Mignon. I
Oh,
don't know. Anyway,
unfortunately, Philip Mignon acting.
there's Emmanuel, and it's a man.
And he looks like he could have been to space.
Bonami, his surname. That means
He's got the most French
friend.
name ever. Let's watch it for
What?
Emmanuel Bonami.
Bonami means good friend. Bon is good, and ami is mon ami,
He's
my
like
friend.
Emmanuel is a good friend.
So Emmanuel, good friend. Right. Anyway, Twisters. Guess who's in the new film? Glenn Powell. Oh, I told you already. Glenn Powell. Fuck's sake.
Spoiler alert.
Right, and that's the combination. Remember, I said those 2 trailers that connected. The double M Night Shyamalan. The Glenn Powell connects to the other film, Hitman. Have you seen the trailer for that?
How
Yes,
many
you're saying
Hitman
he's
films
not
have there
right.
been?
It's
304.
got nothing to do with Hitman, the film, the bold guy. This is a new film.
It's very clever, and it's got the dude you were saying from Love Me a Bit, or whatever it's called. Not Love Me a Bit.
Anyone but you.
Anyone but you.
Glenn Powell.
Anyone but you, but in brackets, Love Me a Bit.
James, have you not seen it?
I'm Googling. By the way, this Emmanuel Bonami is some sort of like an enigma. You Google his age and it says like 30s to 50s.
What? So he's not quite sure.
Yeah. Look, it says here, in Babel Voices, French actor, male gender, age 30s. Says here another one, age 30s to 50s.
Guys, maybe he's a hitman.
I mean, he's bald, so he looks like the original.
I've literally just Googled his age, it's not coming up.
That's fair enough.
So anyway, James, have you seen the trailer for Hitman?
No, I haven't, because I assumed
It's
it
very
was just
clever.
another...
No, you'll like it.
No,
It's like a comedy, so it's not as serious. So it's basically Glenn Powell being a hitman for a person, and it's not a twist. It's in the trailer, but without giving it away, he's a hitman for people to. He's a policeman basically going undercover to prosecute people hiring hitmen. So every clip you see of him, he's dressed completely different, and he's dressed the way the person thinks a hitman looks like, whether it's like serious or like grungy or whatever it might be. And then he meets a woman that he falls in love with, I think, and she wants a hitman, and she does. I think we don't know, but I'm getting the impression that he does the hit and doesn't tell anyone he does it. So he does the job for her and stays in love with her, and then pretends he
Keeps
doesn't
it under
know
wraps.
anything when the cops go, wait a minute, the guy you said you're going to hit has actually been hit. He goes, wasn't me. but it probably was. But it looks funny. It looks funny. I think it'll be
Looks
quite
cool.
good. What was the other ones? Bad Boys.
Just a quick one as a side thing. If anyone's got any research tools here, try and find out how old Emmanuel Bonami is, because it shouldn't be this hard to find out.
You should really stop giving a shit about.
There's a task for everyone.
He's gone
I think James
OCD.
even sleeps
We're
tonight.
not going to get him back for the rest of the episode. He's just
This
going
is
to
what
be
he
a
looks like.
generic
You-
old man.
Just try and find. It's like it's not even on his Wikipedia page.
James, I think you should go on the dark web and
He's
source
an
it out.
enigma.
But he's in a
He's an
film like
enigma.
2 years. He's done tons of films.
He could be a vampire. He's not aged.
You had a question, I think. You said there was a question from the audience.
I think we'll stick with trailers because we've only got a little bit left, and then we'll do the questions on the next episode.
Wow.
Even though we put it off 4 episodes in a row now.
There's a whole episode based on trailers. That's
Well,
quite
we haven't got through them because no one. James is obsessed with Bonami.
Here's one for you. If anyone can find
Bono, you.
actual proof and post us a link to it of Manuel Bonami, bald dude, not some other person, picture of him with his actual age you haven't done yourself, I will send you 1 bottle of Henry Westers and a signed picture of Drew.
Oh, brilliant.
I think he's
That's good.
MI5.
Good stuff. What was the other thing? Okay, there's 3 more trailers. Boy Kills World. I showed that picture to you the other week.
Bill
James,
Skarsgård, again, he's in everything.
it's out next week, so I'm going to go see it in the next week or so.
Can I just say that it looks
exciting.
like Mad Max
fun.
on acid. It looks like
Looks
Mad
like
Max on
Kung
acid.
Fury.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It doesn't look like the current whereabouts of Emmanuel Bonami, which is still under investigation. So if anyone can provide any links to his Twitter account, maybe, or Facebook, MySpace, Bebo,
please.
What if he's
no,
inside a
because-
giant spider?
there's 3
if
people
he's
here that want to know you're still okay.
What if he's inside a giant spider now off the back of Infested?
I'm not interested in meeting the spider, but I will do a video call.
Only if the spider continues to stay in the trainer.
James will not be able to sleep unless we find this information out. That's a fact.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, Boy Kills World. I don't know what it's about. It says here.
Boy Kills World and James Kills Podcast by talking
That's not
about
M. Night
Bonami.
Jimmy Jams again, is it?
Jimmy Jams. No, this is a fever dream action film that follows a boy, a deaf person with a vibrant imagination. When his family is murdered, he is trained by a mysterious shaman to repress his childish imagination and become an instrument of death.
Sounds
basically
M. Night Shyamalan.
Might be the best write-up I've ever heard of a film. I'm watching it.
just pure violence, it sounds like.
Sounds like Itchy the Killer or something, doesn't it?
Oh, wow, that's a throwback. That was a great film.
That's some violence right there.
Oh, and because I watched Abigail, which I do
Guard
recommend,
them
it was above average.
How many whales would you give it?
3 solid ones.
3 solid whales.
3 solid whales.
Lucky Abigail.
But
But you said you need whale blubber. Sorry.
But Dan Stevens is appearing in lots of things now. He's got that. James, he's the guy that does the cool entrance in Kong versus Godzilla. You know,
Downton Abbey.
The dentist, basically.
Oh, the fake Star-Lord.
Yeah. And he's in Abigail as well. And he's
in her.
He's in this new film called Cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
And the premise is very simple. A 17-year-old girl is forced to move in with her family to a resort.
70-year-old girl. That's not a girl, it's an old woman.
Where things are not what they seem. And, well, the actress...
17 or 70?
Did you say 17 or 70?
17.
Oh.
But the person playing it's 26,
17.
on 27. Hunter Schafer from
Hunt down the
Euphoria.
tree.
You know her from
Oh,
Euphoria?
yeah. Yeah.
She's in it. And it looks violent, horror, aggressive. If you've not seen this trailer, that's the poster.
I like that.
I
Watch
can't see it. Wait. Oh, yeah.
please watch
That's
it.
a cool looking trailer.
Please watch the trailer. It doesn't give anything away. It's just action packed, but it's
Cool looking poster.
It looks genuinely like it might give you more scares than a normal horror would. It looks really aggressive thriller with jumps and horror shit in there. So Cuckoo, Hunter Schafer, Dan Stevens, and Jessica Henwick. That's one to watch, I think.
Cool.
Was there one more? I think there's one more. Maybe not. Oh yeah, Furiosa.
Do you know what? Yeah, I think that looks all right. I like Chris Hemsworth's nose.
That's what she said. What?
But I also like that what's she called? Anna
Taylor
Taylor-Johnson.
Anya Taylor BCD, whatever. But yeah, she's really good.
Got an interesting face as well.
You were saying she's in
Also,
everything.
they're doing the female twist, but not making it so blatant, and it works.
What do you mean the twist is she loses her
As in
arm?
Mad Max is a woman now. She's
Yeah,
the main character,
'cause I
taking
think-
over Mad Max's plot.
I could
She's
be wrong.
the
Yeah,
one now.
Well,
It's a
no, but
Mad
it's
Max story, but her name is Furiosa, so she's the character. She's the Mad Max of this film.
well, yeah, but they just made it as in that world, as
Yeah,
like a.
so Mad Max isn't in it. Like Tom Hardy's not
No,
in
yeah.
it.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's almost like saying
And it's not called Mad
the
Max.
Wasp in the Ant-Man series, but it was about the Wasp, wasn't it?
Ah, clever.
But
And
this
this-
is like doing it in a non-blatant way.
Isn't she meant to be Charlize Theron from the previous
Yeah.
film? But it's early stages because this is a prequel to
Yeah.
Fury
I
Road.
don't know.
Yeah,
Charlize Theron's too
Furioso.
busy potting around in a swimming pool of gold coming out.
Furioso-
Smelling that stuff, isn't she?
It
But-
is.
But the first
Was
film, I'm just
Charlize
looking at her
Theron-
discography thing on IMDb. She's done a couple of things first, but the thing that I remember her from was going, "Who's that
Split.
interesting person?"
The
So
restaurant film.
Split.
No,
She was
do you know what?
fucking great in
That's
the restaurant.
good. But
film
can
as
you
well, though.
remember the one where she went to the restaurant with
menu.
Nicholas Holt? The
The
menu.
menu.
Yeah, Drew loves
That was
that. I thought it
brilliant.
was. I thought it was not great.
I thought it was interesting.
It was interesting and it was a good
It was
premise.
creepy.
and I thought
It kept me going. It kept me
Yeah.
going. It was creepy.
it was just done badly. It could have been more extreme or more.
Yeah, when they
dense.
started putting marshmallows on their heads, it was a bit weird.
And it was too long-winded with the actual menu. I get the point, but it could have ramped it up or given us a backstory so we knew.
But I thought she was very good in it.
I thought it was
she's
weird how
great.
she just orders a cheeseburger, so she kind of mocks the idea of restaurant style and goes, "I'll have a takeaway, motherfucker," and then
Yeah.
she kind of leaves.
And then she
the-
goes,
the
and I don't
chaos.
want that pretentious burger. I want good old American cheese
Yeah.
burger. What cheese do you want? I want the crappy cheese.
Yeah, that was the first time I saw her, I think.
Do you not watch
Give me that
Queen's
shit.
Gambit?
I've
Oh
seen
my
clips
God.
of it, but I never really watched it. She's
That-
very good in that as well. I've never
It
watched the
looks
whole
like it'd be
thing.
boring because it's about chess.
Like,
It's
mind-
not.
No, interesting from what I saw.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with chess, really. It's just she's a genius
Mind-blowing.
and other shit happens. It's great, isn't it?
This is quite
So
funny. I
good.
used to watch a program called Arrow. Don't know if you watched that before.
No.
With,
Christian Slater. No.
No, it's about the Green Arrow, obviously, and it's got what's the guy's name?
It's got a green
Gosh.
person on the front.
Emmanuel.
No, Arrow. It's
Bonami?
It's got Stephen Amell,
Stephen Amell, yeah. And it's basically a superhero kind of
who I
thing
don't know.
in the same universe as the Flash and that, but it's actually a really good series. It starts off a bit low budget, but it gets really good, and then end of the day they end up having the Flash, and then they do this multiverse. It gets a bit weird, and I don't like it after that. But when it's its own thing, it's really good. And they have a boat on there called the Queen's Gambit. And stupidly, when I saw it, I thought it was some sort of like prequel to the Arrow. So I was like, I didn't ever look into it. I just heard it and was
That's
like, I'm not
genius,
watching
mate.
that. And I thought it was about chess. I was like, oh, brilliant.
You're like, why
I'll
does
give
she
it a
like
go.
chess? Like, she should fire chess pieces instead of yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good from what I've seen very long clips of it. So
Did you
yeah,
see-
it does look
Have
good.
you seen Daredevil and the Punisher are teaming up for the new season of
Daredevil.
Daredevil? Yeah.
That's another series that was really good. Daredevil, and then Punisher came into it, and the guy that played Kingpin, by the way, was
He's amazing.
also the guy that played Kingpin in the Hawkeye TV series.
Yeah.
So
Mate, do you know he's the cockroach monster in Men in Black?
he's also
Ooh.
the bad guy in,
Yeah.
Jurassic World, where they're trying to train the raptors.
Yes.
He's that guy, but he's got hair,
He's
so
the
he looks
nasty
different.
guy. Yeah.
Wilson Fisk, isn't he? Plays an
Yeah.
excellent. Him
Can I
as a
just
bad
say- can I
guy
just point
in
out- Sorry, Kevin did a brilliant impression of the cockroach dude just then. Like, I don't know if you want to see it again.
No.
Well, I don't know what that guy's name is, but him as a bad guy, as Kingpin, Wilson Fisk in Daredevil, is one of the best bad guys in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
He's so
Without a
good.
doubt.
And
Mate,
then
I'm
when
hoping I bring-
Punisher comes in, what's that
Mate,
guy's
I'm
name?
hoping-
What's that actor called?
Oh,
John Berethanol,
from the kitchen from the bear.
The
Yeah.
Walking Dead. Yeah. John
What's he called?
Berthanol, Berethanol, Bernal.
I love him though. He's brilliant. The
What's he
original
called?
that Punisher
He
series.
was,
I
he was
remember
in Walking
watching
Dead,
it.
mate. He was in Walking Dead as well.
His name is
You got it?
JonBer.
Why is it not appearing at the top?
Just write
John
Punisher.
Berthal.
Berthanol. Yeah. Can I just say?
Bernthal.
I keep
Yeah.
saying, can I just say? I've heard myself say it now.
What?
I was hoping that Kingpin would be in Spider-Man 4.
Yeah,
Because
I hope
you know
they
they-
keep him.
Oh,
No,
But
because if
there's
they
apparently a hold
Kingpin-
up with Spider-Man 4, so who knows what's going on there.
No, but imagine because they brought in Daredevil into Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
They did, yeah.
So, mate, if they brought Kingpin in, woohoo!
That Rosa Diaz.
he's in that.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though. That's a perfect way to transition into Spider-Man 4.
Kingpin's the guy that kills her
Kingpin.
or something and then takes her on, brings her
Chicken
in.
King Pal.
He's double
Ow.
hard though, isn't he? Because he just withstands everything.
Mate, he's a
But yeah, if
beast.
they had that girl that played Hawkeye's mate, I can't remember her name, in the program, and then they had Daredevil come into it, that would be really cool.
Right. To be fair, I'll give James a lot of credit here because he remembers a lot of names off the top of his head, and I have to Google and IMDb everything because all of our conversations are the guy from the thing, yeah, that one, and all I'm doing is I'm doing this all episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. I don't know anyone's name.
Haley
Just-
Steinfeld, that was the actor's
Oh,
name
yeah.
from that Arrow, but I can't for the life of me remember.
Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, she's part of Spider-Verse
She
as well.
slaps her, doesn't she? Kate
Stacey.
Bishop, that was her name. She goes, "Hello, Kate Bishop," because it's got
Yeah.
Florence Pugh in as well. That's all coming back to me now. It's got Florence Pugh in it. She plays the Russian that's Black Widow's sister, and then it's got Haley Steinfeld playing Kate Bishop, who's the protege to Hawkeye.
And
That would
Florence.
be good if they brought them two into that universe because they're both really good and two
And
really
Bishop-
good female leads as well.
Is a character in chess, which brings it back to the Queen Gambit.
If we wanted to come back to it.
Good point. Yeah, that does bring it back in. Yeah, Kate Bishop. Yeah.
Well, we talked
Or a rook.
about
Bishop, Rook, I don't
trailer.
know.
Should we
Chop this,
I can't believe that's been an hour. How's that been an
chop it
hour?
like it's hot.
Shall we?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's
we're going to
drop
go look for Emmanuel Bonami.
Yeah, I'm empty.
I'm gonna have to get a top up. What you drinking, Drew? Oh, you did
Sweet
the
Eve.
Doom Bar.
The Dumbar.
Have you got Doom Bar number 2?
I will be in the break.
I'm mixing.
still
Man.
recording?
I had 2. What
I
did,
know, I saw, man, I saw.
I'm mixing a lot, so I'm off today. So I had what did I send? I sent you a picture, didn't I? I had Angelo Poretti.
You're on today. 'Cause-
It's an Italian premium lager, and I had a Tiski, which is a Polish premium lager, and then
Ooh.
I had 2 rum and cokes, and then I've had a very drippy, juicy Forsyth, and now I'm going to have a 9 brew beer. That's all the genres, all the alcohol.
Well, before we
like,
go then, we'll have to do our traditional shout out to the number 42, James Worthy, 3-time NBA champion in the 80s for the Lakers.
It was 44 last time.
Laker for life. Yeah, that was Jerry West.
I
Oh,
lick
pretty-
you a
So all your vests are not one person; they're all over the shop.
No, my plan is to have all the legends that all played
The
for
whole
the
team.
Lakers because fortunately, apart from Michael Jordan, basically every great player played for the Lakers. James Worthy was the early to late 80s, was a Laker for life, 3 championships.
Have you ever been to LA?
Have I, bollocks?
Me
Kev, you're
neither.
like the hungry caterpillar of an alcoholic right now.
Well, I'm not an alcoholic or hungry.
What, Colin?
No, I meant as in
Notice I
what you
didn't say I wasn't
consume.
a caterpillar.
I'm not a butterfly. I'm
Right,
going
I'll
to
see
be a
you next
beautiful
week.
butterfly. Cool. See you next week,
Well,
guys.
today's Monday. I'll see you guys on Thursday, yeah?
Yeah,
See you Thursday.
yeah. The world of podcasts. It's not real time.
Woo!
See you in 5 minutes.
You killed the illusion.
I need a wee so badly. You know what? The thing is, because I'm not pressing the button now, you don't get to hear the blah, 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 and James saying late night piss.
Oh, we still going?
We are still going though.
Oh, for
Because
crying out loud.
no, because I put them in after now. We've
Oh,
crossed
so when are we stopping? So I'll put my phone on charge.
Kev's creating his little Marvel endings.
I could slot it in, but I haven't. See you
That's
later,
what she
guys.
said.
Bye.
This has been Rage Whale. Thanks for listening to Your Movie Podcast.